Good.
So what kind of usage are you guys expecting as a tight end group with Mike now in charge of the offense?
Right. Well, we're obviously, never satisfied as a team, and especially as a tight end unit. And we're, always looking forward to contribute more to our offense. Obviously, run blocking has been something that we like to hang our hat on, but that's, as a tight end unit, we want to do more than that. We want to help out our team in every aspect that we can. So for us, that's being a bigger role in special teams and ultimately getting involved more in the pass catching game. And I think with Coach Loxley, we're really seeing more opportunities to do that. More opportunities where we're playing 2 tight end sets and overall more, balls targeted at us. And so that's something we're really excited about, and we're really going to have to, show that we're reliant in that area.
This is your what, 4th spring, right?
This is my 3rd spring. I actually came here in May, but this will be my 4th season.
Are you tired of it?
No, not yet. So in Missouri, we don't play spring football where I went to high school and where I grew up. So this is actually still fairly new to me. So because basketball season goes fairly late in Missouri. So
you were talking about the offense. Was it important for the players to keep some familiarity with having Mike and Tosh obviously take bigger roles as players?
That's really important. Obviously, having someone like Coach Loxley, who's been around, for a couple of years, has really helped us because a lot of the same stuff, we've done last year and the year before hasn't changed a whole lot. The wording might change, but overall the scheme's not going to change a whole lot, and that's something that has been good for us just from a knowledge aspect. We're able to go out there every day and know exactly what we're supposed to do because we had it all last year. And there's new wrinkles and whatnot, but overall, we're really comfortable with Coach Loxley and the rest of the people who have been here for a while.
Is it different in practice? You have Enos who's kind of running the quarterbacks. You have a different OC and QB coach. Is that dynamic different having those guys?
Anytime, like I said, you get new coaches, it's always going to be a little different. I think Coach Enos and Coach Loxley, their dynamic together is really good. And how they, interact around us has been really good. Just, seeing them communicate with each other and overall just bounce ideas off of each other. And I really like how they communicate ideas to us too. That's something that, a lot of times gets lost in the shuffle, how your coaches interact with you. And that's something that I really have enjoyed working with both of them. So I'm looking forward to the season and seeing what we're going to be able to accomplish.
Did Coach Enos recruit you at Arkansas?
No, but I faintly remember him being there. So
What are you personally trying to accomplish this spring?
Personally, I'm just trying to, my biggest thing is overall just play a bigger role in every aspect of the team. I want to be a better leader, better route runner, a better pass catcher, a better blocker, and overall just really help the team on special teams as well. So just kind of take every aspect of my game and take it to a new level.
What have you seen from Kedrick James?
He's done really very well. Obviously didn't get a whole lot of playing time last year, but he's a really young guy who's extremely talented. He's huge. He's very fast. He's physical, and he causes problems for a lot of DBs and linebackers. So, we're looking forward to him continuing to get better, and overall, we expect him to be able to help us this year.
When you think, going back to the spring practice thing, is it tough? In this fall you have games coming up, and you've done it a couple of times. What's the motivation, I guess, when you're what's the light at the end of that tunnel in the spring?
Yeah, that's something you just got to keep in mind that the light at the end of the tunnel is extremely far away. So that's something that I think that value and that idea gets instilled to us back in 4th quarter, back in winter workouts that really comes from Coach Cochran and Coach Saban. That idea of that we're so far away from all of our games and whatnot, but the national championships and everything else and the SEC championships are won now in the winter and in spring football. So that's something that they do a really good job of telling us that the reason why we're working is for this ultimate goal. So that's just positive reinforcement from them.
I know he is not your position coach, but what have you noticed so far about Coach Gaddis? What are your thoughts on him?
Yeah, I think he brings a lot of great energy to the wide receiver room. He's a very vocal leader, and gives a lot of good leadership to his wide receivers. From talking to all the wide receivers, they really enjoy working with him. He brings a lot of knowledge to the game, and he's even helped me out a little bit with my routes too. Even though he's doesn't have a whole lot of time to personally talk to me, but just being out there on the field, if he sees something, he'll tell me. And obviously, coming from Penn State, it's a phenomenal program, and he has a lot of experience and knowledge. So he's been great for us.
Do you enjoy staying a coach that active on social media? Also,
yeah, I mean that's cool. Like so many of kids nowadays, college kids spend so much time on social media, and whenever you get to see them kind of step into that social media, mindset, it's pretty cool, especially whenever he gives out, little recruiting tips or like little, route running tips or stuff like that. I enjoy seeing that. It's nice.
Well, you've had a different position coach every year you've been here. What's it like with Jeff, and how is maybe a little different? You mentioned special teams. Obviously, that's his forte.
Right. He's been great for us. He's done a really good job. Obviously, at Texas A&M, he was very good for them. They were always one team, especially on special teams, that always gave us a lot of trouble. And so he kind of brings that same fire and energy and passion to our team, and he's done a really good job for us. I like how intense, how fiery, how vocal he is. I really have enjoyed working with him. I think he's got a wealth of knowledge. Overall, he's just done a really good job for us, and so I'm excited to working more with him, and I really just think we're going to have a really good relationship, and it's going to be a good time for us.
What is that energy like with the younger coaches, the younger new assistants? Nick's mentioned a few times. What do they bring, like, at practice and stuff like that?
Yeah, well, I think overall with someone who's definitely younger for us, it almost helps them be able to connect to us because they haven't been that far removed from the game. So people like Coach Gaddis and Coach Banks and Coach Enos, who are relatively young, that really helps us, especially from an aspect of connecting with the coaches. I think that they give us a lot of good information, and they're able to connect with us on a level that maybe some other coaches can't, and that's something that we've really enjoyed, especially on the offensive field.
How are you seeing Miller working his way back into the fold?
Yeah, obviously we're very proud of Miller. A terrible, devastating injury last year. My heart goes out to him every day, but he works extremely hard and has worked extremely hard to get back to kind of his playing shape. He's in there every day rehabbing, strengthening his leg, and he's done a really good job in the spring. And so we're excited to watch him continue to get better and overall just kind of get back to where he was, because as you guys know, he's a very good player and he will definitely help us out.
Could this be the deepest tight end group you've had during your time at Alabama?
Yeah, I mean, looking back, it very well could be. We have a lot of guys who have experience, and a lot of guys who are very good players, and a lot of young guys who we expect to contribute. So we're obviously extremely excited with who we have, and it makes it easy for me, especially being the oldest guy. Obviously, I want to give a lot of leadership to those guys, but whenever I, look over and I see Irv or Miller and they're doing things like perfectly, it's like, well, I don't have to say anything because they already know what they're doing. So that's really nice, just from that aspect that a lot of our guys in that group, do the right thing, and they're going to be able to, help us in a big way next year.
What do you feel like Tyrell Shavers brings to the table, and just overall what have you seen from him throughout the course of offseason?
Yeah, he's a very big, fast, physical wide receiver. It seems like every day when you turn on the tape, he's making some sort of play where you kind of turn your head and you're like, wow, that was really impressive. So he's a big-bodied receiver who gives our DBs and our linebackers a lot of trouble. And hopefully, we can see that kind of same energy and mindset in the fall. So,
Thanks, Hale.
Yeah.
Thanks.